small and round in size. Our own web page also. She is the island style watchdog. Means she sleeps all day long. Okay, come this way.
How do you know when the avocados are ripe?
Avocados don't ripen on trees. Avocados, if you are a farmer that wants to sell your fruit, you will pick your avocado like this. Like for example, I know that this is ready to eat when there is a tinge of black here.
Yes.
Okay, and mostly this is consumed during in our spring.
Okay.
Right now, this is not flavorful in my opinion. Okay.
Okay.
So the other way, this is how it gets shipped to your grocery store, right? And you keep squeezing. Are you ready yet? Houston, are you ready? No, not ready. So normally, I will teach you folks, if you buy this from the grocery store, you will push this away. You see? Normally, it's not ripe. But if it's ripe, it will push the stem break easy.
Okay.
So you just use a toothpick or a straw and you just poke through here.
Okay.
If it goes in easy, your avocado is ready to eat.
Okay.
Some skin of some variety of avocado, the skin is so thick, but inside is already ready.
And you'll know that by the way this breaks off.
It breaks off and you just poke it, okay? Like right now, I know this isn't ready because, and when you expose it to air, it oxidizes.
Yes.
So you throw it away after you see lots of mold. Then you just wasted $5.
Right.
Mostly for us is we poke through the hole right here. And enjoy while you're here. While you travel to places of interest on Highway 11, Highway 11 starts from Kailua, Kona, wrap around to Hilo. Highway 19 wrap from Hilo all the way upper part. So 11 and 19. There's lots of fruit stand. Buy some apple, banana to enjoy. They're very unique, something you don't get in your store. Yellow means ready to eat. One plant only gives you one bunch. After you harvest, you chop it down. Babies. And our farm started in 1850. We are 162 coming to 163 years old. Rich history. And our founder was from England, Henry Nicholas Greenwell from Durham, England. Arrived here 1850. He was number one, a rancher. Number two, a citrus grower, and thirdly, a merchant, because 1850 was your California gold rush. So there was a demand for coffee, demand for sugar, and both items were already growing here in Hawaii. First coffee came to Hawaii 1825, and that was the Brazil coffee. What you tasted in the retail area, and that's this coffee here. This is coffee from Guatemala, introduced to Hawaii in the early 1900s. Now, 97% of us farmers all grow this coffee. It's called Kona Typica, T-Y-P-I-C-A. If you go to Maui, it's Mocha, M-O-K-K-A. If you go to Kauai, it's Katura Katuai. So all those coffee, including Typica, these are all Arabica coffee. All right? So most of us in Hawaiian Islands grow mostly Arabica coffee. And Arabica coffee, when you hear, it is indigenous to Ethiopia. So it travels around the world, come to Hawaii, just from the seeds from Guatemala. Okay? This coffee loves our volcanic acidic soil. Look at the sky right now, not a star, the sky has no clouds, but we will have our cloud over in the afternoon. So, and then our evening rain. Where you are right now is the coffee belt. This belt here is 30 miles long, 3 miles wide. And this area we get about 60 to 80 inches of rainfall. Temperature also 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So you don't need too much arm twisting for you to move to Hawaii for this good weather. Okay, all right? No more snow, except for Mauna Kea. All right, so we don't grow any. The air is too salty and the heat too intense, so we cannot grow coffee. You are right now 1,500 feet above sea level. 9 burlap bags. These are all burlap bags here, Greenwell Farms. And plain, all these are picker's ID. So the more you pick, the more you're paid. So if this is your bag, your number is 46. All your bags are labeled 46, so that you are paid by it. Okay? So you can see many people buy 1 or 2 of these and hang it in the fireplace. So many designs from many different farms.
But what in your house?
Yeah.
Poinsettia. I'm not so sure you can see it right with the sun shining into your eyes. Hawaii, we don't buy poinsettia. we grow them in our backyard. See this huge bush? Okay, after the holiday we cut and we stick more. And most of us grow the poinsettia on our backyard. We hardly buy them from Lowe's or Home Depot.
Wow.
Stuart is growing one of these papaya in her greenhouse, but hers in the greenhouse no leaf, but only one papaya showing. So this is papaya plant. You come around, you can see yellow means ready to eat. Okay, a yellow means ready to eat. So you get a stick with a basket and then you loop it down, and then ready for your breakfast. Green, you have to wait. But if you go to the Thai restaurant, papaya salad. It's made from the green papaya.
Oh.
You shave it, julienne it, soak it, and maybe about half a day you season it. That is your papaya salad. Okay? So for us here in Hawaii, we substitute our potato. We don't usually buy potato. We use green papaya. Okay? So if you want to make a pot roast, this is the best meat tenderizer. Okay? Let's say assuming you invest 20 acres of land here and you want to plant coffee. The seedlings you can buy from us. We don't just do 75 acres of coffee. We do nursery, we sell you seedlings. Plus, if you buy your 20 acres and you only in Hawaii for 1 month, who is going to take care of your farm for you? Us. Hire us. So we do agribusiness. We right now manage 30 other Kona farms that are not ours. We pick our coffee by hand. No machine, okay, because of our landscape is very hilly, so we pick our coffee by hand. Our workers come from Mexico and we house them there. Okay, so that's our seasonal workers housing. Plant from our nursery, this is what it looks like. A tiny little baby waiting for it to go in the ground. This is less than 2 years old. This is 10 years old. See the size of the trunk? So the coffee plants are arranged in neat rows and tight spacing. You just invest a lot of money in Kona. So now your return on investment has to be increasing, right? So you squeeze them tight. Okay, this is designed for a Ford truck. But now with the modern Polaris or Kawasaki mill, it can actually come in 2 feet more. It can be more narrow. So you can put another row of coffee. So bring in more coffee. So these Colombia, Brazil, and even hop over to Kauai, all grow different coffee, okay? February to July are our flowering months. Okay, the flowers are white, fragrant, and because this is the same family as your gardenia flowers. Okay? And the flowers are only good for 2 days because this is a self-pollinator. So when you hear the word Arabica, self-pollinator. So therefore you don't see beehives on our property. Okay? So here, February to July, flowers come out. And when the flowers bloom, they're only good for 2 days. Flower to a red cherry ready for me to harvest, like this by hand. You see that? Is 7.5 months. I pick them by hand. No green, no yellow, no orange. I come back for this one later. Okay? So red and ripe only. They look exactly like cranberry. So flower to red cherry, 7.5 months. February flowers, you harvest in August. March flowers, you harvest in September and so forth. Okay? So here, picking is from August all the way to next year, February. So we have 1 or 2 more pickings to go. First week of March, pruning all the way down to 2 feet. Exactly like that. 2 feet all the way down for 2 reasons. Number 1, I pick by hand. So this is already 2 years growth. Too high for me. Okay? Second most important reason is coffee fruit only grows on new tissue. If I don't prune, this goes higher, this goes longer. So then the weight will be here. You get that? So if you look at this branch right now, this is a very good example. Inside, already spent. Outside, grows, so all the coffee will be here. You see that? Okay, so pruning is very important, and if you come around here, you're going to see new buds coming out. So these will be flowers for us next month. Okay? Pruning is crucial, and the flowers are beautiful and exotic. We are almost the same elevation as one farm south of us, mile marker 104. If you go on your way to City of Refuge, I drive by that place almost every other day, and I see them chokeload of flowers already. It's just that this is a tropical evergreen, so anytime you have good rainfall and the weather goes down below around 60, it will signal for the trees to flower. Okay? All right? Any questions for me? No questions? Okay, all right, now we'll be tasting, okay? What you pick. So look for your own red cherry, and if you don't have, come around here, we'll have more for you. Lola, what did you find? Lola, don't take
Is there actual
seconds, okay?
cherries?
All right, this is fruit last year, so this year will give me coffee. You get that?
So every 2 years you're cutting down to 2 feet. 1 year it goes just to grow, and then the next year it goes.
Yeah, 2 years. Our calendar year for coffee is February to February. So we go into 2 calendar years. So this is last year. So this is going to be pruned this year, okay? You get that? Can you look at the landscape? I don't like it. I want my ATV to be able to move back and forth. You see the limping cross? Yeah. I want this appearance, neat and tidy. Okay? So here we go with this neat and tidy. So this is only 1 year growth. This is a good example to show you why we don't strip our trees, green, yellow, and orange. So this is very beautiful, red and ripe. Okay? And Kona coffee farms, we have a big dilemma during harvesting time, because we coffee farmers, if we love football, it's always the same time with football season. So what do we do as a coffee farmer? Do we pick coffee or do we watch football? What do we do? My advice to you is, you like football, you watch football, because this is good on the tree 2 weeks. So after you pick this fruit, this is now only good for 2 days. So if your football game is Saturday, Sunday, watch. Then work double hard on Monday, Tuesday. Okay? Once you pick, you come to the processing right away. You don't put this in a cold storage. Okay? All right? So I want you to see, if you come around, this is a good area to see why we pick by hand. See, green and ripe. You see that? Some are green, some are ripe. So you pick by hand. Only the red and ripe. No yellow, no orange. I come back here next week for this one. You see that? So these are very labor intensive. No questions? All right, have you folks gone to Volcano yet?
Yep.
You have? Did you try Ka'u coffee on the way down? No. Next time, okay? Please try Ka'u coffee. Last year they came in 3 places out of the 10th in the Coffee of the Year competition. And that is outstanding, to have your coffee wins 3 places from a small area, and you even surpass Colombia, because Colombia and Brazil and Honduras, but Ka'u coffee came in 3. So we are proud as a Big Island member to have such an achievement. Even though we are Kona coffee and they are Ka'u coffee, it's a synergy, creates job for Big Island people, and plus it's a made in American product. Okay? What I want to do in my life, you can go into coffee business, you can go into tea business, and for Connecticut side, you are very close to Illinois, and you have a big company called Intelligentsia. Okay, for Minnesota too, you can also order coffee from the east side or west side, okay, like Starbucks or Pete's. Like for me, I'm in the processing and growing area, so I can learn, if I really want, I can learn to be a barista. You can go to Portland or Florida to learn the barista school. You can also learn to be a cupper and be a tasting coffee, so that you can be a buyer for the big company, and you can be a grader, grade green beans, so that you can go out and taste coffee that is good or no good as you become part of the buyer, okay? So there's so many things in the coffee business that you can go into besides just drinking coffee, all right? Buy this fruit from 300 other Kona farms. If your farm is here in Kona, you register with me, I will buy your fruit from you if you do not want to do any more with this. Most of the average size Kona farms are 5 acres. So they just grow and they sell this coffee cherry to Greenwell farms. We process and then we sell the coffee worldwide. 100% Kona coffee means all the farms from Kona. Once you're out of Kona, it's called Hawaiian coffee. So if you go to Hilo, it's Hilo or Hawaiian coffee. If you go to Maui, it's Maui or Hawaiian coffee. Okay? The pulper. I feed this machine the red cherry. And this machine will take off the skin to give me my beans. Because I want the beans to make coffee for you to drink. So this machine takes off the skin. Over here, you can see bags and bags of coffee cherry. This department here is called the wet mill because we receive everything fresh cherry, then we process it. So this is called the wet department, the wet mill. And then farmers come here, scale, computer in here, register, farmers get a code, and we pay them by the month. The price of this cherry right now is $1.60 per pound. Okay? So it's a good price right now. So these are all waiting to be processed. And my co-workers are all waiting for farmers to come because now you visit me, it's only beginning of January, so it's still one of the harvesting months. Yeah. Hey. Okay. All right. We are now going to learn how to get from here to a cup of coffee for you. Most of you just buy coffee and you don't. I'm going to teach you the processing, then you appreciate your next cup of joe with a different perspective, okay? You need 7 pounds cherry. We give you 1 pound roasted coffee. Okay? 7 to 1, okay? You need to take out 4 layers from this cherry to get you ready for roasting. Okay, so 4 layers come out before you can process, okay? So folks, peel what you have. Okay, peel. And then pop the beans in your mouth.
Oh, I got one.
No, don't pick up. We have plenty.
Oh.
You're tasting. Number 1, sweet. Number 2, slippery. Number 3, no taste of coffee at all. You're now tasting a fruit that is sweet, slippery, and no taste of coffee. And after you taste, you can put everything back for me. Okay, layer 1 is you just suck on the beans.
This one?
Yeah, suck on the beans that is sweet.
Sorry, mine has bugs in it.
Okay, get new one.
Lots of them.
All right.
Really? Oh, maybe I can take a photo of it.
It says hi. You have visitors. Okay, you can get a new one. All right, so you can taste something that is sweet. Okay, slippery, and no taste of coffee. Okay, get you this one here that is very nice. There we go. Can drop. Yeah. There we go. You can taste that one there. Okay. All right, folks. Delicious, sweet, refreshing, and no taste of coffee. All right. You can put, after you taste it. So first layer is removed by machine. Second layer is removed by water. And what is the byproduct for this skin now? Juice. The skin is now used for juice called Kona Red. 8 times more antioxidant than blueberries. Okay, it's flavored with apple juice and pineapple juice, so it's very easy to drink.
Can we chew this and eat it or no?
No, it's just yeah. And also the skin is now used for skincare. So the byproduct is used for skincare and juice, okay? All right? You pick by hand, you bring to Greenwell Farms, first layer removed by machine. Second layer removed by water. Smell that fermenting in the air. Let the coffee beans sit overnight in the water. The next day, throw away the water and then sun dry. Sun dry for 7 to 10 days. Chai, what happens if it rains?
Longer days.
No. Move the roof.
Oh.
The roof is slidable. Morning, I push the roof out. You can see the wheels and then you can see the tracks. I'm going to capture the solar like this because most of the days are like this. You push it out, rake every hour, 3:30, pull the roof and cover. Do this for 7 to 10 days.
Now why are those a different color than these?
Just different batch. Different batch, okay? And you can see on the rail there's a tag. So when everything is bagged, they're all tagged. So that everyone has his own lot. Okay? Right? So here is your coffee that is ready to remove layer 3 and 4 because you need to take out 4 layers, right? Skin is 1, And the sweet layer is 2. So now you crack it open like a peanut. Don't eat it. So crack it open like a peanut, and now you have your parchment, okay? This is your coffee parchment. You crack it open like a peanut to take out layer 3 and 4.
Oh.
Hear the humming sound on that side? That is the machine now on to take out layer 3 and 4. Layer 3. You see that? Layer 3. And layer 4 is the silver skin. Coming out, yeah. You see that? Silver skin coming out. One more layer.
Oh, okay. One more layer?
Yeah, yeah, one more layer. So the silver skin coming out. So then now you have this beautiful polished green bean. Okay? But if some of the silver skin are still attached, it's perfectly fine. When I roast, it will come off. We call this the chaff. We call this the chaff, okay? So what you have right now, smell it, and there's no smell of coffee, right? No smell of coffee. Because I haven't roasted yet. So I'm the magician. Yeah. So now you give your green beans to me. I roast it, and that's your magic. Alright, so this is your beautiful coffee that is all even size. And you can smell the nice aroma right off the bag, okay? Alright, it's very, very aromatic. Now you can crunch on these. So this is now your coffee ready for you to grind, brew, and enjoy. Okay, we just make magic right here in Greenwell.
And of course the roasting is what you're going to get different flavors and
The lighter I roast, the more flavor, such as fruit, honey, that kind of character comes out. But if the more I roast, it's just going to be coffee and carbon. Okay? Alright, isn't that nice?
Yeah,
You are smelling coffee that is roasted yesterday. That's how fresh it is, okay?
Is it good?
How do you know the Peaberries?
Peaberry, yeah, not yet, yeah. Okay, so this is your coffee now ready for you to grind, brew, and enjoy. Okay, you have arrived to your good cup of coffee. Okay, medium roast. It's more like a cinnamon color. Okay, medium roast. I finished the temperature at 405. Okay, full city. I finished the temperature roasting at 420. See the up? Okay, just a few minutes more. And then espresso roast, 460. So it's more very oily, the oil comes out. So the more you roast, the more intense the profile and more oily. Okay? So you can see this one is a dark. So a little bit of oil only, and it's 435 degrees. Okay? Alright, so flavoring of coffee is done after roasting. So when you girls go out with your girlfriend and say, oh, I like a hazelnut and I like a vanilla, I roast it and I flavor it with the flavoring. Okay? The flavoring that we buy from is from New Jersey. Okay? And it's mostly natural products, ingredient, but only a small amount come out from artificial. So its flavoring is done after roasting. Decaf. Decaf is done in Canada for us. We don't do decaf here. It's the Swiss water method. So when you go back home, swisswater.com. 99.9% caffeine-free water method. Return that green beans, unroasted, back to me for roasting here. Okay? What is Peaberry? Peaberry is a round bean. Here. I gave everybody a flat surface area coffee, right? Okay? Mine is like a football, shaped like a football. I'm going to use you as my model. This hand. Alright, here. See? And you can see that. Use this one. This one we don't want. Close this one. So here, see mine? Mine is shape is different. I can roll. See that? His cannot. So I can roll. My shape is different. This is Peaberry.
Okay.
Fruity aftertaste. And his, when I pop, there's a flat surface area. This is 95% production. This is 5%. And we come from the same tree. Okay? So we know that we are Peaberry like this.
Okay.
Green beans, we go to another machine for sizing and grading. This one drop into the round hole. And this one drop into the rectangular hole. So when all the Peaberry are collected, I roast for you Peaberry coffee. Okay, so this is Peaberry. You see that round and shaped like a football.
So it takes 7 pounds to get 1
1
pound of
pound,
coffee. And only 95%
is Peaberry. So it costs $3 more per pound. Peaberry. Okay?
It costs a lot more.
Yeah. If you folks want to return me, you can put everything there. Okay? Any questions for me? No questions? Okay. Alright. It's from us. Okay, alright. So Connecticut Roastery. Full City Roast. 100% Kona. Where is Greenwell Farm's name? Gone. Because you roast it, so is your coffee.
Okay.
Okay, so that's where your Starbucks, your Peaks, they go worldwide to buy unroasted coffee. Come import into America, becomes coffee of their name, not us anymore. Okay, so same thing for you guys, Minnesota Roastery, dark or espresso roast, and it's your coffee. You get that? So if you do not roast, you can keep for 2 years. This coffee, we don't age well like wine. So sorry. So you are tasting gourmet coffee, so buy something in small amount, but buy often. So I highly advise you to join any coffee club. They ship to you very fresh coffee for you to enjoy.
So if we got coffee a year ago, it's not. Look at her.
I smell.
I'll give it to my friend.
So folks come. They will love you.